our daily live streaming where we delve into the Odù Ifá for each new day. We delve into the Odù Ifá for each new day to learn from the words of Ifá. Let's delve into Yakub. Thank you very much for joining. For those of you on YouTube, let me know where you're streaming from today. Keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing, and let's get this live streaming. Let's get this live streaming as viral as it can be. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o, a dúpẹ́ o. Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa láàárọ̀ yìí, a ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ o. A ṣe Ogbe àtọyìn o, Bọ̀sún láti Ìkòròdú. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o, thank you very much for joining. Ire tó wà nínú ẹ̀ní òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Keep tapping on your screen. Keep tapping on your screen. Very, very important. Keep tapping on your screen. Keep liking. Keep sharing. Today is another episode of ÌŞԵշΕ for today, and every morning like this, we delve into the Odù Ifá for each day, delving into what the Odù Ifá has for us for each new day. For each new day. Ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀. Local, ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Ginger from the United Kingdom, thank you so much for joining. Kata on YouTube, ẹ ṣé gan ni o. A ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ o. Mo ṣe Ogbe àtọyìn. If you are on the Global Ifá Community channel, you must have seen the Odù Ifá for today. What is the Odù Ifá for today? You must have seen the Odù Ifá for today if you are on the Global Ifá Community channel. You must have seen the Odù Ifá for today. Olamide mo ṣe Ogbe àtọyìn o. Ogbe àtọ àsúre ìwòrìwò fún níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa láàárọ̀ yìí. A kú ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà ló máa jẹ́ fún gbogbo wa o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Today is another day, it's the break of another day, and it's going to be a day that will be filled with abundance for us, a day that will be filled with greatness for us, and a day that will be filled with blessings, the abundance of blessing of each new day. If you're on the Global Ifá community, what is our Odù Ifá for today? Odù Ifá wo la ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? What is our Odù Ifá for today? Let's keep tapping on our screen so that we can have more and more people join us. Yesterday, we delved into one particular Odù Ifá that talked about, who can remember the Odù Ifá we talked about yesterday? Odù Ifá tá a gbé yẹ̀wò lánàá. Who can remember the Odù Ifá that was talking about ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ títí kẹ́ lówó lọ́wọ́, àwọn ọmọ nílé alára, ẹ tẹ̀dí mọ́lẹ̀ kẹ́ ṣòwò kẹ́ jèrè, àwọn wọn lókè ìjèrò. Ayírala dífá fún lánàá, and yesterday was very expository. We learned a lot yesterday, considering that we had gone through that same Odù Ifá before. Boss movie clips, thank you so much from Nigeria. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Despite the fact that we had gone through that particular Odù Ifá before, yesterday was still a game changer. We were able to bring up a lot of things. BB, Ifá wa o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing, keep reposting. It's very important so that we can get the algorithm to push this live streaming to more and more people. That way, I don't have to repeat the things that I had said previously. Click on the plus sign to follow. Omofash ẹ ṣé gan ni. As you join in, send in your heart me for the day. It's just one per day. Just send it in. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, a dúpẹ́ o. So yesterday, the Odù Ifá that we delved into was talking about Ayíra and Òrìṣà Oko. It was encouraging us to work, to be consistent with work. It was teaching us about financial and work ethics. You just subscribe. Thank you so much. Boss movie clips. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Any Àbọrú Àbọyè Grand Rising. Yesterday was telling us about, good financial skills. How to the reasons we're supposed to make money and profit, so that when certain situation comes, we will not be We will not be guilt-tripping our friends and family to say, so because you have money, you did not help me. Ifa says, "Eshishe titike lowo lowo," meaning that you should be consistent in your work and career so that you can have money and save money. Money eshowo titike jere. Continue to work and be consistent and be financially smart in your business so that you can gather enough profits. Eshe Gonio, Engineer Rotimi, Àbọrú Àbọyè, mo ṣe gbogbo àtọ̀yìn o. So today we are delving into another Odù Ifá. And those of you on the global Ifá and ÌШẸŠE community, you must have seen the Odù Ifá for today. If you have seen it, please type it in the comment section. And if you have not yet joined the global Ifá community, well, I don't know why you haven't, but you can click on the link in the description box of this video if you are catching a replay, and it will direct you to join the global Ifá community. We come together there as a family, sharing the same view, and we share, we share a lot of things, a lot of updates, a lot of information, teaching ourselves from time to time. That's the whole idea, just to be able to have a community, especially for people who are the only ones that are practicing Ifá and ÌШΕШE, that have returned to their roots in their family. You don't have any friends, you don't have any family doing this same thing, and you need community. Ifá stresses a lot on community. Odù Ifá tá máa gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí ni Odù Ifá Ogbe Oyeku. Odù Ifá Ogbe Oyeku. Ogbe Oyeku is the 17th Odù after the 16 major Odus, àwọn ojú Odù mẹ́rìndínlógún, where we have the méjì, the double Odù, Èjì Ogbe, Oyeku méjì, Ìwòrì méjì, Òdì méjì, Ọ̀bàrà méjì, Òfun méjì, Ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì, Òtúrúpọ̀ méjì. After we have all those 16 major Odus, then we have the next one that follows them is Ogbe Oyeku. Bibi, thank you so much. Ogbe Oyeku. The person saying, can you check for me? Yes, we can. Can somebody post the WhatsApp number on the screen? Kindly post the WhatsApp number on TikTok so the person can, 29 can copy it. Ogbe Oyeku is the Odù Ifá for today. And I need you to listen very well. Ogbe Oyeku is talking about something this morning that a lot of us don't recognize as part of life. Okay? Mr. Mike, Ekaro, Eshegonio, Grand Rising, thank you for joining. Please, can you help post the WhatsApp number on the on the screen? Thank you so much. Somebody was asking. So this particular Odù we are treating today, it touches on an area of life that so many people don't take into consideration, and it has cost them a lot of things. It has cost us a lot of things because we overlook it. And it is an aspect of life that Ifá is pointing us to, that if we pay attention to it, it will save us a whole lot of things, and it will direct a different level of light into our lives. That is what we are delving into in Odù Ifá Ogbe Oyeku. 29, the WhatsApp number has been posted on your screen and it has been pinned. Ainobumi Eshegonio, thank you for today. Odù Ifá for today's lesson is Ogbe Oyeku. As we dive into it, let's make our Iba. Iba is how we pay homage to the powers that be, to Olódùmarè, to the Orishas, to Ifá, to our ancestors, to our Irúnmọlẹ̀, to everybody in a place of authority, to our Ori, to our fathers and mothers that brought us into this life, and every other thing in between. Dr. Yomi, Ẹ kú ojúmọ́, Ifá gbè wá o. Bibi, ẹ ṣé gan ni o, Ifá gbè wá. So as I make the Iba, all you have to type in the comment section is Ibashe. Ibashe means authority and stamp is put on our Iba. Olódùmarè has accepted it and has put a share on it. That's what we are saying. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbà, àṣèbà ṣẹ̀dá, àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́, àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Wọ́n ní àdáṣe ní hun wọn, ìbà ò gbọ́dọ̀ mú ọmọ ènìyàn. Wọ́n léwúrẹ́ tó wọlé lọ́jọ́sí tí ò júbà, òun ló dẹrùn àmúso. Àgùntàn tó wọlé lọ́jọ́sí tí ò júbà, òun ló dẹrùn àmúso. Àwa ti wọlé àti júbà lénìí, kí bá wa ṣẹ o. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé ibi tá a ti ń pe àwọn òrìṣà, a ní kí bá wa ṣẹ o. Àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀ṣẹ̀ fún lénìí, èmi lọ́sẹ̀ Ṣàngó, kábíyèsí Ṣọ̀ún Arábàmbí ọkọ Ọya, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn alágbádá iná àṣẹ kábíyèsí Ṣàngó àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Èní lọ̀sẹ̀ Ọya, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ Iyemọja, iye gbogbo ọmọ ẹja, ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi, ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi, ìyá mi, afínjú obìnrin tí ń gbàdọ̀bálẹ̀ ọkùnrin, àṣèbà àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkí àlàkí alágogo idẹ àṣèbà, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru àṣèbà ooo àṣèbà, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi àṣèbà gbogbo agbára tó solé ayé ró, gbogbo agbára tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ọjọ́ ẹ̀yìn la ṣèbà fún àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Bá a ṣe ń lọ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá mi ìlénìí, ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tí Ifá máa fún wa, tí odù yìí máa fún wa, òun ni kó jẹ́ tiwa lódindi lódindi, ká má fetí ọ̀tún gbọ́ kó gba tòsì jáde o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rúnmọlẹ̀ tó so ọjọ́ èní mú àṣèbà ní ohun àníkẹ́ ẹgbàá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ìbá ṣẹ. So we are delving into the Odù Ifá for today, which is Ogbe Oyeku. Muinat Omotosho Eshegonio. Thank you so much, Mr. Mike Adupe. On TikTok, our flash goal is roses. How many people with the roses today? 5 people with the roses. Wow, our flash goal is so easy today. I pinned it on the screen. 5 people to send in roses, 5 different people. And we have about, what, 30 people on the screen. 5 different people to send in roses. Eshegonio, oh yeah, easy ju. Eshe, Blue Harmony, Ajia Fikun yin lowo láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. 3 more people, 3 more different people to send in roses on TikTok. Immediately we meet this live goal, the algorithm pushes this video to more and more people. That's why we do this. 3 more people with roses, 1 rose each. 3 more different people. Eshegonio, Engineer Rotimi, ẹkún wa lọ́wọ́ o ká fi meet flash goal wa láàárọ̀ yìí. Ọmọ Fash, thank you so much. Ajé á máa bù sí fún yín o. 2 more people. Àríyá Express. Okay, ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Àríyá àti ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú la máa máa rí o. Okay nìkan. 1 more person. 1 more person. Odù Ifá Ogbe Oyeku la fẹ́ gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. 1 more person to send in a rose to meet our flash goal for today. Princess ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Ajé á máa fi kún yín lọ́wọ́ o. Ní ṣubú dànù o, ẹ̀rí bá ti ṣe ẹ̀rọ náà gbégbà. Àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n á ṣílẹ̀kùn fún yín. For those that helped us to meet these goals today, everywhere you have set a target, everywhere you have set a goal, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àwọn irúnmọlẹ̀, àwọn Aláṣẹkù, the ancestors and the orishas will work together with you to achieve it with ease. Ajé will make it easy for you, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. The WhatsApp number has been pinned on your screen as we delve into Odù Ifá Oyeku Méjì. I'm reading from the manuscript of the sacred Ifá text from Ifá College. This sacred text of Ifá, a lot of you have started to pre-order for it. It's very, very encouraging to know that more and more people need it. Initially, we were going to print 1,000 copies for the first edition. But with the number of pre-order we have gotten, I'm hoping that we can push it to 5,000 in the first print, because the order we have right now has exceeded what we initially wanted it to be. Someone says no volume on YouTube. Kilo Sheleke, are you sure it's not your phone? What's happening on YouTube? Please, if you're on YouTube, can you hear me clearly? Someone says there's no volume on YouTube. There's volume. Oh, King Solomon just said there's volume. Maybe it's your phone, because every other person is here comment. Thank you so much, Mr. Mike. So yeah, phone. So like I was saying, this is the sacred text of Odù put together by Ifá College. Thank you so much, Michael. I know Yetunde Eshegonio. Thank you so much. Put together by Ifá College, it contains all 256 Odù Ifá and several essays under it. In the original Yoruba text, translated into English. Now, that is what you will find commonly everywhere, and that's awesome. But we decided to take it several steps further so that it can make sense to us in the 21st century. So we decided to extract the blessings and the lessons in each essay. We decided to extract how to apply that essay to your everyday life, to your money and your career, to your relationship, to your personal growth, to your family, to your relationship, to your spiritual life, to your physical health. How do you apply this essay to it? and we round each one up with the Iwure and the prayer. So the manuscript is here. If you have not pre-ordered, head over to ifacollege.ng. That's the website, ifacollege.ng. That's the website. You will click on the menu bar, the 3 lines on your, is it the top left, top right corner? And then you will find the sacred text of Ifa. It's the first icon, and then you'll be able to pre-order for which of the versions you want. It's going to come in the e-copy, that's soft copy, electronic copy. It's going to come in hard copy print, and it's also going to come as audio version. So it depends on the one that you want. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Odù Ifá Ogbe Oyeku. Ifá orí mi rèé o. Mo ṣe èèpà Ifá, mo ṣe èèpà Odù. Ogbe Oyeku ní Ogbe Oyeku, Ogbe Iyeku, bàbá àmúlù. Orí ogbó, orí atọ́ ni bàbá idán. Àgbà ọ̀rọ̀jà ni ó ń ró dẹ̀mùdẹ̀mù. Òkọlà tó kan wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ kọ̀gbìn, wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ kọ alábàáhùn. Adífá fún kìnìún, èyí tó fi ìtọ̀ gbayè láwùjọ ẹranko. Ẹbọ láwo ni kó mú ṣe, ó sì gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, ó rúbọ. Kìnìún dé o, ọmọ àfìtọ̀ gbayì, ọmọ àfìtọ̀ gbajù, ọmọ àfìtọ̀ gbayì. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Now let's read it in English. Ogbe Oyeku, the father of mystery and death, the head of old age, the head of maturity. He is the father of the forest spirit. The elder who does not attend the market sits still and firm. The traditional body markers, Onkola, must not make any incision on the snail. They must not make any incision on the tortoise. This Ifa was cast for Kiniun, the lion, who uses his urine to claim honor among animals. He was told to offer Ebo sacrifice. He heard and he performed the sacrifice. The lion roared and arrived in majesty. Welcome, Your Royal Highness, the one that uses his urine to attain success. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. The unlimited guy. If you have a question, just drop your, if it's not a personal question, a private question, drop it in the comment section. I would answer as soon as I take a break from the teaching. So this Odù Ifá pointed out a couple of things. Ogbe Iyeku, bàbá àmúlù, wọ́n ní orí ogbó, orí atọ́. A lot of you hear that when when Babalawos or Ifa devotees are greeting each other. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, we reply by saying, Ogbo ato, Ogbo ato. Those of us in the Ogboni will reply, Ogbo ato, Ogbo edon. The people in Ifa, Babalawos, Iyanifas will reply, Ogbo ato, Asure Iwore Wofun. Now, it sounds like, for those of you that don't understand Yoruba, even some people that understand Yoruba don't know what those words mean, right? Okay, now let me explain it to you. Ogbo ato, tó bá ní kéèyàn gbó, it means that you should age. Tó bá ní kéèyàn tọ́, it means that you should age gracefully, in majesty, in wealth, in good things. Nǹkan tó bá tọ́, nǹkan tó dá ni, something good, something graceful, something majestic. So when we say to each other, Ogbo ato, it's a prayer. You see people type, Ogbo ato is my prayer for you. Wàá gbó, Ogbo, Oto, meaning that you would age in wisdom, in knowledge, in wealth, in abundance, in good health. Wàá gbó, wàá tọ́. Now, people can, àwọn èèyàn lè gbó kó má tọ́. People can age and not age gracefully. People can age and not age with sense. People can age and not age with wisdom. They can age and not age with the right things. What is the essence of growing old? When you are not aging with wisdom. When you cannot be significantly useful to the people around you. When people cannot be able to come to you and say, this person is an elderly person, he must have experience, he must have wisdom, he must have gathered a lot of wealth, a lot of good things, he must be able to tell us or not, to direct us in the right path. It's not every elderly person, age advanced person that you find that has this. That is why it is a specific prayer that we make for ourselves as Yoruba people. Remember that I told you that everything about the Yoruba people is spiritual. Their language, their greeting, our food, our dressing. So imagine that you have met an English speaking person. Person just says, hi, hello, hi, hello, bye. That's it. Very meaningless words. Nothing to it. Just hi. I remembered when I was at the Nigerian house in New York. That's Abiola Way in New York, to renew my children's Nigerian passport when I was in the US. So there was this grandmother that came with her daughter, and then with their grandchild. Everybody was sitting and was waiting. It was a full house that day, and we were being delayed. They said they did not have connectivity to Abuja to do certain things. So we were all there waiting. And the little kids were passing by the grandma. Hi, hello, hi, hi. The woman could not, I could see her face, the way she would want to talk. She would keep quiet. She would want to talk, she would hold it in. At some point, she said, hi. Now, if you are Yoruba, you understand what I mean. When we want to chase away goats, goats are stubborn, and we want to let them go, we say, hi. That's how that is just normal way we say, get away to a goat when it's somewhere doing something. And as far as the woman is concerned, that hi, everybody was saying to her, was sounding like that. From where she comes from, you don't address a human being like that. We are intentional with our conversation, intentional with our greeting, intentional with everything, and it is deeply rooted in spirituality, which is why I am encouraging each and every one of us, find your way back to your roots, to the depth of the person that you are. There is more to us than this surface level that westernization has given to us. There is something more to us than that. There is a whole lot more to us than just that. So this greeting alone, when we greet ourselves, it's a prayer we are praying. When I come here in the morning and I say, Ojúmọ́ Ire o, Ojúmọ́ Ayọ̀, that's how we say good morning in traditional Yoruba. Ojúmọ́ Ire means this new day that has broken. This is the break of a new day. This day will break for you into Ire. Ire is goodness or blessing. Into joy, Ayọ̀ is joy. Into happiness, Ìdùnnú. Into Àlàáfíà, which is peace. Thank you so much, Real Talk. Thank you for that gift. That is how that's how we simply say good morning. I'm already making Iwure for you. I'm already manifesting into your day for you. All you have to say is Ashe, as against how the West just say hi, hello, hi. So when we also see ourselves in Ifa and we say Ogbo, we are telling ourselves that we would age in long life, in goodness. And we will not only age, because it's one thing to just grow old and advance in age and be counting years. It's another thing to have it with wisdom, with experience, with greatness. If you are Yoruba, the meaning of to, pé nǹkan tó, ọ̀nà yìí tó, ẹni yìí tó, nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yìí ó tó, it is a combination of all of those things. So we greet ourselves, Ogbo. So the next time you hear somebody saying Ogbo, you understand that the person is making deep-rooted, heavy prayer for you from now into your future. And you respond by saying, if you are a Babalawo or Iyanifa, you respond by saying, Ogbo Asure Iworiwo fún. Now, you need to go and read the Odù Ifá Iworiwo fún to understand kí ló dé tí wọ́n ṣe ń fi Iworiwo fún tó fi ń súre. To súre, asure is like when we make tabasure funyo, when we make Iwure for someone. It is the verb of Iwure. Iwure is a noun. Real talk, I would answer your question. Just hold on. Ìwúre is the noun. Asúre is the verb. Wọ́n fẹ́ súre fún wa o, wọ́n súre fún wa o, wọ́n súre fún wa, meaning that they are making ìwúre. Like when I make the ìwúre after every prayer, mo ń súre fún yín nìyẹn. So it's you are responding. You have told the person, Ogbo ato o, you have prayed, you have made ìwúre for the person like that. The person is responding. Ogbo ato asure ìwúre wo fún, meaning that I am using the prayer, the ìwúre in Odù Ifá ìwúre wo fún, to also bless you. You see how our conversation is filled with blessing. So it is not the West that taught us how to manifest. It is not just a new thing that, oh, I think we are just learning how to manifest, say the right words into the universe. Yoruba people had been doing it since inception. That is our way of life. That's how we communicate. That is how we speak to each other from inception. And as we are coming back to our roots, let's make it a part of our conversations every now and then. Now, when you come to Ogboni, we respond Ogbo Edon. Edon is significant to us in that society. Edon is significant to the Orisha, to the mother that is the foundation of that. So we are praying for ourselves that as you grow old, you grow with every blessings that Edon, that Ajibola has to give to you. You see how it is? Now, Ogbe Oyeku Baba Mulu, wọ́n ori ogbo, ori ato, ni baba Edon, ori ogbo, ori yagbo. I'm expecting you to type àṣẹ. Oshundara, thank you for that. Ori yagbo, ori mi, ori ogbo. Orí mi, orí atọ́, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àṣẹ. Now he says, àgbà ọ̀rọ̀jà, òun ní ń ró dẹ̀mùdẹ̀mù. The elder that doesn't attend the market, he sits still and firm at home. Is that okay? Let me take the question of real talk. He says, Iyami, is it okay for my egungun to be in my room? I have no other place because my living room has the issue. Yeah, you can put it in your living room. Just set a place aside for it, but make sure it is covered. Make sure it is covered. Make sure it is covered. There are certain people that are not supposed to see the egungun, so just make sure it's covered where it is. One other person also said they wanted to ask a question. I think they dropped the question. The unlimited guy, is Ifa good, or let's say I've been trying all ways to make money and sometimes he works and all of a sudden things go bad. Is there anything wrong? Okay, if you have come to Ifa and you have been given a solution as regards your finances and everything was going well and suddenly things are not going on well, you go back and ask Ifa. It's simple. Go back and ask Ifa, whoever it is that attended to you in the first instance, where you were getting good results, that either they did a divination for you, you had your etutu, your ebo, they gave you spiritual product and it was working, and it stopped working. Naturally, you just go back to them to complain. It's like you take your car to the mechanic to fix it, or you buy a product from somewhere and it stops working. You naturally just call their office to say what's going on here. So let's normalize doing that, going back to Ifa to ask. And if you do not have contact with the person that helped you on that journey initially, you can send a message to the WhatsApp number that is now pinned on your screen. That's my WhatsApp number. Let me know what the situation is. We will ask Ifa and take it up from there. And now this is the part I said we should note. Òǹkọ̀là tó kan wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ kọ̀gbìn, wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ kọ alábàáhùn. Òǹkọ̀là is the traditional bath makers, those people that make traditional marks. You know how you make, you see people with tribal marks, traditional tattoos. Yeah, they are called Òǹkọ̀là. Now, if I was giving an instruction here, please, as you join in, tap on your screen. Those of you on TikTok, we are almost 50 people on this live streaming at the moment with the figures I can see here. Power tap on your screen, like, it is very, very important. Power tap on your screen. I need to see that. Power tap on your screen. Oh yeah. Keep tapping, send in your likes, share, repost, and then follow. Click on the plus sign to follow. Power tap on your screen, please. Eshe Goni. Please keep tapping on your screen. It's very important. As you do that, you are telling this algorithm that the content we are sharing here is good and more people want it. So as many people as are searching things related to Ifa, the algorithm will be recommending this live streaming to them. This information needs to get to more and more people. The more people that know it, that learn it, that apply it, the better our society. Ifa is not something that anybody can do alone. There was an Odù Ifá we treated here that says, má jẹ́ kí n dá ọ sìn, má jẹ́ kí n sìn ọ́ èmi nìkan Ifá, ìkin má jẹ́ kí n sìn ọ́ èmi nìkan, meaning that if I don't let me be the only one that will serve you in my community, ìkin don't let me be the only one that will have you. It has to be a collective thing, because the decision of this person and the decision of that person is what produces life that we have. So if you are getting the right information, making the right decisions, it still doesn't guarantee that the quality of your life will be good if somebody else somewhere is making a wrong decision that would affect your life directly or indirectly. So it is our collective responsibility to make sure that more and more people come back to their roots, know the truth, and abide in it. And how better are they going to know if we don't share it like this and it doesn't get to them? Yomi, Dr. Yomi said, your Oluwo just passed on last week, and you are preparing to do the needful this week. He passed at a very ripe age. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi iwájú tó tí wọ́n kọjú sí kò ní bàjẹ́, kò ní bà wọ́n lẹ́rù. Ẹ̀yìn tó dẹ̀ fi sílẹ̀ náà kò ní bàjẹ́. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Please press the like button, guys. Please press the like button. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. So he says here that the traditional body markers that has been marking everybody, making tribal marks on everybody, Ifa says they must not make incision on the snail. They must not make incision on the snail. The next line says they must not make incision on the tortoise. Now, why would you think Ifa would allow every other animal to have incision on them except the snail and the tortoise? Let's look at it collectively and deeply. What does the tortoise and the snail have in common? What are those things that they have in common? Comment section, please drop a comment. You know what a tortoise is, you know what the snail is. What are the things that they both have in common? Oh yeah, this is a class, this is a school, and the way you will remember is because you are thinking. They are both slow, okay. They both have shells, okay. Thank you so much. They both have hard shells, yeah. They are both crawling. Eshe Pupo, Bukola Eshe. Send your heart me for the day, oh, every one of you. Slow speed, all right. Now, nobody is talking about the softness of both of them inside. Their hard shell covers them, and you think that the animal itself is hard as the shell. But when you flip both animals over, what do you notice? How can you describe the animal itself outside of the shell? Both of them, do they look alike? Are their textures, are they similar? More raw? Exactly. They are both, they are very soft, very delicate on the inside, and they both have shells on the outside. And one of the reasons they have shells on the outside, Eshe go soft and slimy, Eshe pupo. One of the reasons they have shell on the outside is to protect what they have inside, to protect that softness, that tenderness, and that fragility of what they are on the inside. That's why they have the shell. And then because their pace is slow, it is easy for somebody to just crush and step on them if they don't have anything protecting them. Now, they were created like that. Olódùmarè made everything in their different form. He could have as well made every animal like the cheetah, very fast. He could have made every animal like the lion, very strong. He could have made every animal the same way. No, they created these animals differently. And most of the time, they are teaching us something. I tell you, if you want to learn what things are, look into the universe. Look into the universe. Look into the universe. You would find a reflection. You will find what the divine is teaching us. Please keep tapping on your screen. Thank you. You will find what the divine is teaching. Now, some animals are created soft like that, delicate. They can't defend themselves. They can't even move fast. They can't shout for a living. They cannot fight. They cannot do anything. They literally just move step by step like that in life. But Olódùmarè created those animals. Now, two things we will learn here. Naturally, they have their own shell of covering that Olódùmarè created for them to protect them, to help them move in this fast-paced life, protected and, undefiled and unhurt, unharmed. They can go through life at their own pace. But then Olódùmarè went further through Ifá to give instructions to the people of this world, human beings, knowing that sometimes we can just go beyond our boundaries and see things and just say, let's do it anyhow. This instruction was telling every one of us. You see this certain group of animals, I'm protecting them for a reason. They are already, life sees them as disadvantaged in their strength, in their speed, in the formation of their self. We see them as disadvantaged already. Olódùmarè is especially protecting them and giving us a warning. As you are taking your blade to make incision and body marks, don't get near these two. Do not get near these two animals. Why? Now look at them. If you want to make incision, you make incision on people's bodies, directly on their body. Now imagine that you are trying to make an incision on the snail. Imagine it. What is it going to feel like? The moment just imagine it. How do you think a snail is supposed to tolerate that process of incision, of body marking, of the cuts? Look at it and think about it. Now flip the tortoise tooth to the other side and get to his skin. Do you really think those animals deserve that? Whatever reason you are making body markings, for beauty, for recognition, to be able to, identify things, for whatever reason, those two animals and every other one like that, they don't need it. It's too much on them. They don't have the strength, the skin, the how would I put it? They don't have the strength to hear it and absorb it. They cannot. So Ifá says don't even move close to them at all. Just leave them and let them go. Now in our everyday lives, they don't have the tolerance. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. In our everyday lives, let's look at it. There's a certain group of people that when you look at life, you see them as they have been marginalized. You see that it looks like they are already disadvantaged and they are already challenged in certain ways. Naturally, they cannot speak for themselves to save their life. They do not have that strength. They do not have that backing. Naturally, they just do not have it. They were not created like that. Ifá says, as you come across such things, such people, be kind to them. There are things that you will naturally just do to anybody else. Don't do it to them. Olódùmarè is watching out for them. Yes, someone says people living with one form of disability or the other. Olódùmarè watches out for them. Ifá watches out for them jealously, intentionally. And we as human beings should also be intentional about that. Now, I said I was going to explain to you something that we don't pay attention to, and it has cost people a lot. You have met such people in your life. Maybe naturally they are just in a disadvantaged point. They just cannot tolerate a lot of things. Some people, it might be naturally the way they are. For some people, it might be circumstance that has put them in that situation. And then you two see them and say, every human being is equal. What is it? You cannot continue to guilt trip us, emotionally blackmail us just because of the way you are. I will treat you the way I treat every other person. No. Ifá specifically gave an instruction. It was an instruction. Don't do it to them, irrespective of what your reason for doing it is. Oh, everybody is making tribal marks. It is a thing in our community. It's for beauty, it's for identity, it's for whatever it is. Ifá says these particular ones, you know them. Don't do it to them. Don't do it to them. And a lot of people have brought unnecessary problems into their lives by treating this group of people the way they are not supposed to. And at that point, you are not fighting them. You are not being bad to them. You are standing in the way of somebody that Olódùmarè is jealously protecting. It's like a parent who has a child that is living with a disability. They know their child. They brought that child into this world. They have lived with that child. Of all their children, they are particularly watching out for that one. They spend more time, more money, more resources to be able to help them go through life easier. Then you just walk into the way and you say, what's the difference? If I can kick one of your children and they just jump up and laugh, why can't I do the same thing to this one? And you see that that child is physically challenged and is probably on crutches, and you want to treat them the same way. No, we can't go through life like that. Ifá says no. Now cast your mind back and think about certain things and people you have seen who you know are not smart enough, and you have taken advantage of that. They had large resources in their disposal, at their disposal. And you know that because they are not smart enough to calculate and to know what the end goal is, you take advantage of them. And you say, oh, I'm just doing business. I'm just going through life. He was supposed to know. She was supposed to know. A lot of you have met people in their vulnerable states, taking advantage of them in relationship. You have a lady in your office who just lost her husband at a very young age. And you come with the intention, with the guy, under the guise of, oh, I just want to help you. I just want to take care of you. I want to comfort you. My shoulder is here. You can lean on me. Meanwhile, you know that in that stage, she's vulnerable. She's not even thinking properly. And you take advantage of her. Somebody has come to you in search of something. You are the one that is going to give the approval. You decide to use that situation as the boss. At that time, you are higher than them. And you see how desperately they need this opportunity. And you decide to take advantage of them, to use them. No. I didn't do anything. I just said, before you can get this, do this. It's a normal thing. But you see the situation that that person is. Ifá says, there is a reason. The body marker that is marking everybody's body for beauty, for identity, for communication, for whatever reason, leave these two alone. They cannot take it. They are not strong enough for it. So please, and that way, a lot of us have invited negative things into our lives. The universe is fighting and protecting this group of people. And you are there taking advantage of them, treating them anyhow. And you think the universe will be smiling at you. No. Now, on the flip side of it, if you go out of your way to protect these ones, to speak for these ones, to make sure that they get the best of life, you find a situation where you can take advantage of them, but you say no. You are inviting blessings and attracting blessings. This is how life works. That's how life works. I didn't make the rules. I didn't write the Odù Ifá. So if there is nothing you go with today, as you are going through life from today henceforth, look at those people in vulnerable position, disadvantaged position, challenged position. Look around and look at them. Go out of your way, as little as it is, to help them, to protect them, to speak for them. There are lots of things going on social media at this time, at the time of recording this voice note, this live streaming, November 2025. There are lots of things going on about the girl child, child marriage, females, Christians and Muslims in some countries. A lot of things are going on around. You already know that a certain gender has been marginalized, has been oppressed over centuries. Now, people are speaking to say, oh, let's have fairness for both genders. It's not a war. It's just you speaking up for somebody that you know that their rights have been crippled and been trampled. And you know it's not supposed to be like that. If you are a man that enjoys every disadvantage that patriarchy has brought to females, you are the one that this Odù Ifá is giving an instruction to. Don't do it. Begin to see every human being as a human, like you. We were first human. Before we knew that you are a boy, I am a girl, we were first of all human. Before we decided to pick the religion of our father and mother, we were first of all human. Treat everybody that way. The girl child needs a lot of advocacy right now, a lot of support. The girl child in the part of the world where I come from is in a very vulnerable state. This is the least you can do. Ifá says, Onkola to komo gbodo ko igbin. Even if you are treating anybody anyhow, you see these words, please. Please don't. Please don't. Certain times I go through the comment section when people post these things and I see what some people are typing. It breaks my heart, not because another adult is picking up their phone and they are typing whatever it is. No. What breaks my heart is these people don't know the negativity they are constantly attracting to themselves because of this. And as far as they are concerned, some of them are just catching cruise. There are some things in life that you have enough problems in this life already. You have inherited enough problems through your parents and grandparents and the person you slept with and the family you are married to. You have inherited way too many challenges already. Don't add more to it with your everyday life, especially with this group of people. If a world says, can somebody from any tribe be initiated into Ifá? Ifá is global and universal knowledge. Anybody from anywhere can benefit from Ifá, can do their Itefa. We don't use the word initiate. We use the word Itefa. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. I give an example that you can verify. You can go online and Google who is Susan Wenger. Aduni Olorisha. Her name is Aduni Olorisha. Google her name and find out who she was. She was an Austrian that came to Nigeria, joined the Ifá community, became an Ifá priestess, and she contributed largely to what we know as the Oshun Groove today at the Oshun Oshogbo Festival. She's pure Austrian, no trace of African in her. Ifá welcomed her just like millions, hundreds of millions of other people that have come into Ifá who have no roots in Africa at all. So yes, Ife, you can. How do you go about it? Mike just posted a WhatsApp number now, beginning from +234 808 417 2309. Look in the comment section, you will find it. Copy it like that. We are not allowed to post it as a single number, so just copy it like that. Now, somebody has been asking a question about Babalawo said he said his Babalawo said he should be sending 50,000 naira weekly after Itefa. Why is so discouraging? Now, you are coming to ask us why he asked you to be sending it. You did not ask the person that said you should be sending money. What is the money for? It is your money. You are an adult. You are speaking to another adult. There are certain things that we can ask. Baba, what was this money for? If he doesn't understand your language, ask somebody who understands Yoruba to ask him, Baba Ejo, kí lowó yìí wà fún? Then he will explain to you. I can't just come out and tell you that it is wrong. I don't know what it is for. When you did your Itefa, I don't know what instruction Ifa gave. A client of mine has come, he came to do his Itefa a couple of months ago. The Odù Ifá was Ogundameji. Ifa says they should do Ose for that Ifa every day for the next 30 days. He will be giving Ose. That Ose we do every week. Ogundameji instructed that he should do Ose every day for the next 30 days. Now, imagine that he's somebody that didn't have all the money at once, and he has to be sending the money every day. Then he comes to comment section and says, my Babalawo said I should be sending money every day after my Itefa. It is so wrong. And people will be in the comment section say it's just scamming you. Meanwhile, they gave you instruction. No, they read Odù Ifá Ogundameji to you. You can also go and Google it yourself and find out. So when we are giving information, let's make sure that we are giving the true length of the information. So what you are going to do is go back and ask your Babalawo. We were not there when this conversation happened, so we cannot take sides. Go back and ask your Babalawo, what is the 50K weekly for? Then he will break it down and explain it to you. When people do their Itefa, you are required to do Ose every 5 days. If you count it, some count it as 4 days. So some of my clients, once they have done their Itefa, they send money for Ose for like 3 months at a stretch, so that we'll continue to do their Ose for them. Some people send it every Ose Ifa, that is every 4 or 5 days. If you count it to include that day, is every 5 days. If you don't include that day, is every 4 days. Then they should now come to social media and say, my Babalawo is collecting money from me like every 4 to 5 days. It's so discouraging. You are the one that went to do Itefa. It is one of the requirements of Itefa that you don't abandon your Ifa. You do your Ose. It's your commitment. Okay? So we first of all need to know what your Babalawo said that money is for. So if you did not ask your Babalawo, please do ask him, and let's be sure what that money is for. You have not done Itefa. So what's the question you asked? The question you asked said, your Babalawo said you'll be sending. That's what I'm saying. Just ask him what the money is for. Just ask what it is for. I just explained to you now. When you do Itefa, you have to do Ose for your Ifa. So maybe that is what he has summed up his own Ose to be. There are different items that we use during the Ose. Oti, that is the drink. Obi, Eja, different things. So they will list different things for you that you will use for the Ose. So maybe that is what he's referring to. We don't know. So you need to ask and be sure what that money is for before we can say, oh no, it is not. Oh no, it is. He said he will keep using it to keep and worship the Ifa. So that means he's referring to Ose. If it is Ose, then you are the one that will speak to him. I just mentioned it right now. Ose is very important. I do it here for all the Ifa that is here. Everybody sends money for the Ose. Even if you don't drop your Ifa with your Babalawo, you will take it somewhere else. Right. You would take it somewhere else. If you don't want it to be there with them, you can take it to yourself, have it in your house, and then do your own Ose by yourself. So you can calculate the cost. What does it cost for you to do it? But it's something that we all have to do. If you have done your Itefa, you have to do it. If you have done your Orisha ceremony, you have to do it. The Orishas also have their own Ose. Today is Ose Shango, Yemoja, and Oya. Is that okay? So for those of you that have come into Orisha, you have received Shango, Oya, Yemoja. Today is the Ose. You have to do Ose for the Orishas. You understand? So just as to be sure, you need to find out what you are. Someone said it's Ose for a lifetime. Yes. Also, it's for a lifetime. Oh. That's why I said, you know, I keep saying it. Ifa is responsibility and commitment. And a lot of people, they don't explain to them what this commitment is. There is a lot involved in it. It's a commitment. But what I say to encourage people is that the moment you have come to Ifa, you have done your Itefa, you find your Odù, you will know the path to walk, how to make money, how to grow your wealth. Once you can follow that path, finances is not likely to be a problem for you. So the rest of us that have done Itefa, we do it. We do it for a lifetime. This person that said their Babalawo just passed, if the Babalawo has done his Itefa at age 20 and he probably passed at age 90, naturally he would have been doing his Ose for the last 70 years. We all do it. It's like food. It's like when you give birth to a baby and someone says, is this the way this baby will be eating every day for the rest of their lives? Yes, it's a commitment of life. You have to eat food every day, you have to wear clothes every day, you have to make sure there's a roof over your head every day. Those are the commitments to life. So here are the commitments to Ifa. Someone says, please mama, Ifa priest who is also a Babalawo. An Ifa priest is a Babalawo. That's what it is. That's Yoruba and English word. It means the same thing. He said he can give ghost client to me. Does Ifa do that? I don't even know what that means. What does a ghost client mean? Are they going to raise somebody that has passed and bring their spirits to be a client to you? I see that word being used around. I don't know what it means. So maybe you can send, if it's something you can explain, you can. If it's not, you can send a message via the WhatsApp number on the screen. All right. So let's continue. These are the group of people that the fast says they are vulnerable group of people. Protect them. Don't take advantage of them. Don't misuse the opportunity you have having them in your life. Now, another part is this. There are people that are naturally like this. So this part of the message is going to people who believe that they are disadvantaged in life, who are challenged in life, people that are not, they are not just naturally, vibrant people, very, you would describe them like the tortoise and the snail. And they are going, and sometimes such people sit down and wonder, God, why am I like this? Why can't I be like this person? Why can't I be like that person? You need to understand that we are all created differently. And for every way we are created, there is something about you that sets you apart, that is your own strength. Instead of looking outside to find what is the strength of other people and wishing that you have it, sit with your own strength. Find that skill, that strength, that thing that makes you what you are. Now, let's look at the snail and the tortoise. What will anybody consider as being their strength? Comment section, please drop it in. Look at the snail and the tortoise. What are the things that you will consider as being their strength? What are the things that you will consider as being the strength of the snail and the tortoise? We all know that they are slow, and that slow, we say it in a negative way, like, they are too slow. But what will you consider to be their strength? Think about it. What will you consider as being their strength? Now, both animals teach us patience, a lot of patience. A lot of patience. Both of those animals teach us. Thank you very much, Emilola. They teach us patience. Now, there are certain people that I've met in my life that I just wonder how they embody patience like that. They are able to persevere and be consistent in things. Patience, perseverance, consistency, they are ìwà ọmọlúàbí o. When we are listing ìwà ọmọlúàbí, ìwà rere, ìwà pẹ̀lẹ́, good character of somebody that you consider, this person's life is a role model kind of life. Those things are important. And there are some of us that are so fast-paced that we think patience, perseverance, and being consistent is a weakness. And they have gone through life to make king-size blunders with their life just because they refuse to apply a little bit of patience. On Sunday, after my live streaming in the morning, I joined a friend of mine's live streaming, and that was what they were talking about. The Odù Ifá that they delved into is the Odù Ifá that says that okay. YouTube, are we back on the live streaming? Mr. Amara, good morning, Grand Rising. Someone says here that Omoluabi, where is that? Omoluabi don't turn mumu these days. Exactly. When we see people with this good character that we call Iwa Omoluabi, Iwa Rere, Iwa Pele, people take advantage of them and think they are stupid, they are slow, you just push them around. You look at them that, oh, you cannot get anything through life. In fact, the motivational speakers we have these days will tell you, no, you have to be fast-paced. The world is fast-paced. Yes, the world is getting more and more fast-paced by the day. But that is not for us to lose the essence of what our character is. If we decide to define life for ourselves the way society is defining it now, integrity can only be built in patience, in perseverance, and in consistency. If you are fast-paced and you just want to get this, you just want to get that, you don't care whose toes you have to step on. You don't care what you have to do to get there, because society tells you the end justifies the means. No. The means, the way you went through before you got to that end, is all a part of the journey and the story. It's not about the end. It's not about a destination. Think about the journey between now and the destination. That is your life. That's your entire life. And as it were in life, as it is in life right now, is there anything like a destination really? In your relationship, is there a destination? No. You are just living and enjoying the ride every day. In your finances, is there a destination? No. If you set a destination today, you want to outgrow it tomorrow. In learning, acquiring, education, and everything, is there a destination? No. Even in parenting, there is no destination. There is no time you say, oh, now I've officially stopped being a parent to this child. Now you can continue to go on your own. No. Everything in life is a journey. So you see that end that it says justifies the means. In actual fact, the end is a mirage. The end is tomorrow. Afola, like my people will say, tomorrow. When you say, oh, it will be tomorrow, when you get into tomorrow, it is another tomorrow. There is always another tomorrow. There is always another end. The end is a mirage. So if the quality of life you want to live is running towards the end, the only time you get to the end is when it has ended. But the means, the journey through it, that's where perseverance, patience, and consistency comes in. Those attributes that we think are not socially acceptable anymore. Oh, it's not a norm anymore. If you are too slow, people will cheat you. People do that. But the true sense of it is that how we're supposed to live life? No. Keep tapping on your screen. Those of you on TikTok, what's happening this morning? Keep tapping on your screen for those of you on TikTok. If a world said, oh, you are blessed joining, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, tap on your screen, click on the plus sign to follow. Like, share, follow, repost, everything you can do, subscribe, turn on notification, just do everything you can. Let's collectively push this live streaming on. So please, those of you that are naturally like that, you are just naturally kind-hearted. You naturally cannot just walk away seeing people. You are carried away by the teachings, I understand. Yes, that's why I keep reminding you. A lot of you that are very kind-hearted, empathic people, you are just that kind of way. And society is targeting people like that. Society constantly targets people like that. Vulnerable people, calm people, quiet people, people that have a high level of tolerance for pain and hurt. They won't speak. They will let it go. They will forgive you even before you realize you have hurt them. People like that, Olódùmarè protects them. That is why there is a shell at the back of the snail and the tortoise. Naturally, Olódùmarè protects them. That protection is in place. Now, as an adult, you can also naturally protect yourself. You know the kind of heart you have. You know the kind of person you are. And you know that people target your kind of people to take advantage of them, to use them, to treat them in unfair and unjust way. If you fall in that category of people, it is your responsibility to also find protection for yourself. Where is the shell that Olódùmarè has used to cover you? Some people's form of protection will be their money. It will be their family. It will be their community. It will be spiritual protection. We all need to be protected, yes, but certain group of people need it more. So if you happen to be around people who are that kind of way, you have minors around you, protect them spiritually. Protect them physically. This world does not care anymore. Back in the day, you would look at a child, you are all rushing into somewhere, you see a little child, you let the child go. You see a little child crying, where is your mom? Where are you going? You take them home. In fact, you go there and you strictly warn the parents and the people that are taking care of the child that no, how will you allow a child to just stray away? In Yoruba culture, we say, ẹni méjì ló ń bímọ, igba èèyàn ló ń wò. Meaning that one person, two people give birth to a child, but 200 people look after them. Not anymore. That's not the reality of life anymore. So if you have this group of vulnerable people around you, marginalized people, it is your responsibility to protect them and lead them to the place of protection, both physically and spiritually. Which is why I, for one, I'm doing everything I can to financially equip my children, because one major form of protection in this life is your finances. One major form of protection is your money. And then I'm teaching them to choose the friends that they have around them. You didn't choose me as your mother. You didn't choose your dad. You didn't choose your sibling. But you see that community of friends that you grow with when you are, as you grow up in life, there it is your responsibility. Remember when I was teaching Ifá with parts of your body, your heart is what helps you to choose a friend. You didn't choose your mother or your father, but Ifá says choose your friends and choose them right. Choose your friends. Thank you so much, Kay. Choose your friends and choose them right. Make Ifá divinations before you allow people to get close to you. Some people are coming to you to be friends. They will take care of you. They will love you. They will show up for you. They are not doing that because they care about you. There is an end goal for them. They just want to get close to you and enter into you. Make you trust them completely. Then you lose your guard. You open up to them. You feel relaxed with them. Some people will prep you like that for years just to be able to get into the core of you. And you will not know. Àwọn ọ̀tá bí ọ̀rẹ́ là ń pè wọ́n. Àwọn aṣenibánidárò. They are friends, but they are enemies. They show up as, in fact, they show up as the strongest friend, the most loyal friend. They are the ones that is causing you the harm. They are also the ones that will come. They are the ones that will pity you the most, give you a shoulder to cry. They are the ones that will be taking you up and down to different places for a solution, but they are the cause of the problem. They are the ones that is fueling it. It is your responsibility to be sure where your friends stand, where the community you are building around yourself stand. Especially if you know that you are a vulnerable person. This should apply to every one of us though, but I'm speaking to a certain group of people. Children, women, people living with disabilities, people challenged in one form or the other, people in vulnerable situations. And it is our responsibility to, as the people around them, to look out for them, love them, protect them. The world is ready to prey on them. You are the one that is going to help them not to be preyed on. So if you feel like that, you feel like, Everybody has good skills in life. People have 1001 skills. Okay, you just have one. Sit down with that one, grow it, expand it. That one is what your capacity can carry. That's why Olodumare gives you just one. Now begin to expand that just one that you think you have. Expand it in different forms. Expand it in different forms. Use it, take advantage of it, build it. There are certain life skills that we need, survival skills that we need in this life. If you don't have them, start to learn them and grow them. The world is not smiling. Somebody said something once. He says, don't let them unalive you. Protect yourself. Don't let them unalive you, because if they unalive you, they will go to God and ask God for forgiveness and continue life, but they have ended you, ended your dreams, caused your father and your mother and your family pain. Don't let people take advantage of you. They will, and a lot of times in this life, they will get away with it, at least in the moment. But you would have gone through that pain already. So it's your responsibility to protect yourself. In relationships, I'm not saying this because I'm a woman, but I know that females are more, affected in this type of situation. You are a woman, you are single, you are already above 30, you are financially independent, you have a good career, you have property, you have all of this. Until, let me tell you something. There are certain group of men that target women like you. That's just natural, it's default. No this and no peace. And the percentage of such men are increasing by the day. So if, as you are shining your eyes physically, shine it spiritually. Double check every date before you start wasting your time in there. Even if you do not have all of these things, you do not have money, you do not have. Certain men are also looking for praise, like women that, they come from very poor background, they cannot financially take care of themselves, their family cannot financially do anything. They know that the moment they marry out of that family, they have control over the whole family, because the whole family is looking up to them for everything. So they can do anything to them here and there. Please, protect yourself. Protect yourself. And same goes with men. You are a successful, fine-looking man. That one is even more. You look good, you speak well, you're successful, good career, good property. There are women that are going from one spiritualist house to another to put juju on their eyes, to rub powder on their face, to lick something, to paint their lips with something. So the moment you see them like this, wow, you just want to follow them. You just want to follow them. They have put something in their private areas. The moment they are intimate with you, bam, they have locked that man for life. His life now belongs to them. They are the ones that is control. It is there. It is there. Some people will ask, but why are spiritualists doing that for them? It's like you are saying, why are some doctors going against the practice of medicine? People will do what people want to do. Is that the practice of spirituality? Is that what Ifá stands for? No. But will some people use that knowledge that they gained in spirituality for that kind of purpose? Yes. And it's getting worse in our society now. So please, find out what the shell is that Olodumare has given you to protect yourself, and establish it, renew it, find it, double it, triple it, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you are protected. As an adult, it's your responsibility. All right. What other thing did this Odù? Then this Odù Ifá now went further to 3 animals were mentioned, the snail and the tortoise. We've talked about that. Let's go to the next one, which is the lion. It says Ifá was cast for the lion, who uses his urine to claim honor among animals. When I first read this, Someone says, how am I supposed to find it? Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen right now. Those of you on YouTube, Mike just posted the WhatsApp number, +234-808-417-2309. Copy it in that order. On TikTok, it will be posted shortly and I will pin it. When I first read this thing, they said, Adifa fún kìnìún, èyí tí ó fi ìtọ̀ gbayì láwùjọ ẹranko. We made a divination for the lion, the one who uses his urine to claim honor among animals. I was wondering, how does the lion use urine to claim honor? What exactly is the Odù Ifá saying there? So I went online to check what does the lion use his urine for, and I went to ChatGPT, and this is what I extracted from it. I'll read it out to you. It says what he uses his urine for: territorial marking. The lion sprays his urine, especially the adult male, to mark boundaries for their territory. This is about the saying, the space belongs to us, move on. This is my space. For communication with rivals and other prides. The urine mark contains scent information: the age, the gender, the reproductive status, the strength. Other lions smell it and know who has been here, how strong that presence is, and whether it is safe or risky to enter. Reinforcing dominance and ownership. That's the third thing they use it for. By repeatedly marking, the lion maintains the claim of space, reminding challengers and neighboring prides that they hold that ground. Number 4, boundary settling after events. For example, after the rain or other condition, when the saint fades, marking becomes crucial again to re-establish their presence. Now, how does this technique affect it? Now, the male lion sprays urine on vegetation, rocks, and bushes. This act is more than just peeing, it is targeted. They also may use scratching on the ground and other things to mark it. The urine contains lipid fat component that makes the scent stick longer. Why does this matter beyond just pee? From a functional viewpoint, the pride survival depends on resources, their prey, their water, their shelter. Territory defines access to those things. Marking helps them to protect their access and their assets. From a social point of view, in the animal world, showing strength without always fighting is strategic. The scent marking using urine, it lowers the cost than to always be in a battle just to set the pace and to set boundaries. They are sending keep off signals, keep out signals. From an ecological point of view, it reduces unnecessary conflict by clearly signaling presence. It helps to balance the energy in the society. And I'm like, what? So this is what Odù Ifá was talking about when he says, Adífá fún kìnìún, èyí tí ó máa fìtọ̀ gbayì láwùjọ. We made a divination for the lion. Ogbe Oyeku. Let me scroll up back. We made a divination for the lion who uses his urine to claim honor among other animals. When I tell you that Odù Ifá is complete, Odù Ifá has been in existence centuries before all of this information that AI was pulling up the internet. Before they got there, Odù Ifá has been there. So somebody cannot say, oh no, they just went to check online and they copied it and they put it into Odù Ifá. AI bawo, internet bawo. What year did internet come into place? What year did it come in? This is everything that Odù Ifá teaches us is the reality of life. And everything in the society is teaching us as human beings a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of principle and guidance. Keep tapping on your screen. Click on the plus sign to follow. Very important. Click on the plus sign to follow. Tap, like, share, and repost. Now we understand what it is when Odù Ifá says, Kìnìún tí ó fi ìtọ̀ gbayì láwùjọ ẹranko. The lion that will use his urine to claim honor among animals. We have read it. I don't need to repeat it. But there's something that is significant. He uses that urine. It saves the self-stress of always fighting people. This is my space. This is my space. There are some things that are better avoided when you take to spiritual instruction. We are going through life. We have been speaking about protecting yourself if you know you are vulnerable. The lion is not vulnerable, but it is using his urine to mark his territory. To mark, this is my space. I don't want fight. I don't want trouble. Just maintain your lane. This is the line. A lot of people will pass there and will have sense and will be like, this person has drawn a line. Let's go. I know there are some people that will still not have sense. They will still say, what is it? What is it? Yes, people like that are the ones that we now prepare for. Contact your orishas to prepare for war with them. But it will still protecting your own space, marking your own territory to cover the things that you have. What did they say it does here? Helps them to cover what they have access to. Because there's always competition of where to live, their prey, what they're going to eat, their partners, their children. There is always competition of all of that. This is how they get to protect the things that they have access to. So, dear adults, there are so many things that are your assets in life. Your relationship, your children, your finances, your health, your community, everything you consider valuable and of asset, it is your responsibility to mark your territory and protect it. It's not every time that he always has to be, I'm sitting down here. Let her be acting as if she cannot see me. You are sitting in the dark, you are waiting for, if she steps on me, the way I'm going to deal with her. But until you are sitting in the dark, just turn on the lights, let them see you. Iyanifa, if I turn on the lights, they will still step on me. Yes, we know some people don't have sense and they will still do it. But some people have sense. Turn on the light so that they can see it and go. They will leave you. 70% of people will not step on you. They are not mad. But those that are moving mad are there. When they do it, then you deal with them accordingly. But the first thing you need to do, mark your territory spiritually and protect it. The things that are valuable to you, the things that are of access to you, mark it and protect it. Elédùmarè gave the lion its urine and it uses it. Its byproduct, something that will have been considered a waste. It uses it to protect itself. Let me digress a bit. There's certain spiritual work that we do. When people ask, why do you have to take things from animals to do spiritual work? It is fetish, it is demonic. The urine of a lion has very strong spiritual protection abilities. Very strong spiritual protection abilities. I've read through all those accounts book, accounts language, all those journals that our forefathers had written, different spiritual recipes in it. I've seen a lot of them that includes the urine of the lion. There are so many other animals that have different parts of them, different things that come out or come out of them, or different things that they have that is for spiritual protection. And we are allowed to use it to protect ourselves. If I take the urine of a lion and I make a spiritual protection for you, does that stop the lion from living? Does it stop the lion from protecting itself? No. Please, it is your responsibility. Now, second part, there are certain things that you have that society has made you look down on. They tell you that those things is no longer valuable. Those things are no longer valuable. People don't use them anymore. This world does not need them. They make you feel as if you are not in tech or in medical line, you can't make money, you can't succeed. Nobody wants to listen to you. You have listened to that so well that you look at yourself like, I don't have any value. There's nothing I can give. There's nothing I can do. I just have to marry into a rich family. I just have to scam people to get money. No. Look inside of you. If the P of the lion can be so significant, you think you as a human being, Olódùmarè would create you, your Ori would make your path without any useful thing. You are the one that hasn't found it. Or you have found it and you're telling yourself, what can this one do? A lady sent me a message a couple of days ago. I responded to her yesterday. She is from a strong Christian family and she wants to connect to her roots. She has a lot of dreams and messages saying that the Orishas have called her and she has stuff to do, but her family will not even hear of it. She's a graduate. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't have anything she's doing, and if she can have money, she can move out of the house, rent a place for herself, take care of herself, and be free to practice and connect back to her roots and her ancestors. So I asked her, what's the topic of today? Is Odù Ifá Ogbe Oyeku? Odù Ifá Ogbe Oyeku. So I asked her, okay, you don't have a job. What do you do? Is there anything you can do? She was like, she has a side hustle. She writes stories for all these storytelling apps. And I responded to her. I saw her message. I think it was this morning I responded to her, or yesterday. You don't have a job. You are calling the skill that you have a side hustle. Side hustle is for people that have main job. You have a main job, then you have something at the side. It's like somebody who doesn't have a girlfriend. You are not married. You don't have a girlfriend. You are not married. Then you are calling the only woman in your life side chick. She's the side of what? Where is the main chick? There has to be a main chick before there is a side chick. There has to be a main job before there is a side hustle. You don't have a main job. You don't have a main business. You don't have a main career, and you have this one skill that is making money for you, and you are calling it side hustle. And you lead with you don't have a job. You don't have anything. And then after I press you further to say, so what can you do? Then you say you have this side hustle. Excuse me. It's not a side hustle, auntie. That's the job you have right now. Do it. Look for more and more apps that need your services as a story writer and a storyteller. People are on social media every day trying to create content that is centered around storytelling, and you can write story. Go online and find out, watch YouTube videos. How can you harness that your skill into what people will be using to create adverts? Storytelling. A lot of people want to talk about things. You have to come in with a story, and you have that skill, and you are calling it a side hustle, when in fact you don't even have a main hustle. You see what we're talking about? A lot of you have those, a lot of skills, but it is not fancy, it's not popular, it's not what society is talking about. It looks like pee, like byproduct, something you are supposed to go and throw out in a corner. I mean, if you want to pee, you go into the private area of your house to pee and you flush it up immediately. You don't even want other people seeing it. It is disgusting if you pee on yourself, and that is the skill that was the product, the thing that the lion used to mark his territory, protect itself, and every other thing in between. So please, before you start to say, I don't have anything to make money, I don't have anything to make money, please look inside yourself. Have a self-diagnosis session with you and find out what those things are, because we all have it. Something to make you money, something to protect you, something to build your confidence, something to help you make a way, something that people will look at and they just want to be around you. Some people have it. Their aura, the way they speak, the way they handle things, people are just naturally attracted to them. Now, if you have that type of aura, my dear, it doesn't matter what business you choose to do. People will just like it and patronize it because it's you. That is already a skill. That is already an advantage you have. Now go and sit down and look for something profitable to build around it to attract people, so that as people are being attracted to you, you have something to offer them. and you can get something in exchange of it. As simple as that. People will now say, I don't like it when I go everywhere. I'm always the center of attraction. People just want to be with me, and I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be known. And that's the only thing you have. Oh. You don't know that you have something. As people are coming to you, hi, introduce yourself, introduce your business, introduce the things you do. Naturally, they are the ones coming to you. Do you know how much other people pay to have such? To have people just naturally attracted to them? People are doing spiritual work back to back for favor, for attraction. Let me just step into somewhere and people will see me. They don't always want to go somewhere and they will be the last that people will recognize. People are fighting it spiritually. You have it naturally. Yeah, the world is telling you you don't have anything. We all do. We all do. We all do. Me showing up here every day for hours is me recognizing a skill that I have and using it in a way that will profit me and profit every other person that comes across my way. I've seen people. How much is the Ifa beads? Ifa beads is not something you sell to people. It's not a fashion accessory. You have this after you have done your itefa. It's not a fashion accessory that you buy and people just hang around their neck. No. If you have done your itefa, you would have an Ifa bead. If you had it during your itefa and you lost it or it snapped or something, send a message via the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen right now, and then you can order another one. But if you have not done your itefa, you seriously don't have any business having it. It's a symbol that connotes that this person has done this. It's like somebody wearing a wedding ring and you see it, you like it, then you now say, please, how much are they selling wedding ring? I just like it, I want to wear it. No. There's a reason people wear it. There's something that it symbolizes. And it means more than just jewelry to people that use it. So you like it, there is a process to get it. You like wedding ring, there is a process to get it. You like Ifa beads, there's a process to get it. But as a married person, if you have lost your wedding ring, you can purchase another one as a married person. So as somebody that has done it, Ifa, you can. But if you just want to get green and brown beads woven together for you like this fancy, you can get it in any market around. We don't sell that. We only sell to people that have done their itefa, have come to us, or maybe you have done it, it got missing along the way and you want to replace it. Is that okay? Please, can somebody post the WhatsApp number on the screen? So these are the things. It's time for us to look inwards and find those things, right? He says here, Adifa fún kìnìún, èyí tí ó fìtọ̀ gbayì láwùjọ ẹranko. The divination was made for the lion, and the lion was told that his urine, its pee, is what is going to use to gain honor among other animals. Ifa says they should make ebo. He heard and he made. And the lion became the king of all animals that is synonymous with using his pee. I mean, the lion is so great that even his waste product is useful to him. The lion is so blessed and honored that even the byproduct is useful. You see, the same Odù spoke about snails and tortoises as fragile, as slow, as quiet, as patient, as peaceful as they are. The same Odù Ifá spoke about lion as brave, roaring, scary, fightish, and whatever it is that it is. And we all have information. Now, divide the world into two. A lot of us will fall in lion's side. A lot of other one of us will fall in the tortoise and the snail side. Irrespective of what side you fall, see what Ifa has to say. Which location are you from? I'm Nigerian. Is it right that some spiritual cleansing soap requires morning urine to work? I don't know the ingredients of the spiritual soap. I cannot say whether it's right or not. It's like someone said, is it right that some African food require palm oil and some does not require palm oil? It depends on what you are cooking and the ingredients. So it depends on what soap they have made for you and the instruction. If the person that made the soap for you says, add your morning urine, auntie, add it. That's the instruction. It is, I do not have the list of every spiritual soap in my head. There are like thousands of them, hundreds of thousands. Is that okay? Can people that has done Ìṣẹ̀fá to have the bead? Is for those that have done Ìtẹ̀fá. Ìtẹ̀fá, àwọn tó ti tẹ̀fá fún. Ibi tó ti ń tẹ̀fá fún yín, wọ́n ti fún yín. They will give it to you, this and this. They will give it to you when you do your Ìtẹ̀fá. Where in Nigeria? What exactly do you want? What do you want from me that you want to know my location? What you want will determine where you are coming to see me. I work from different shrines, and that depends on what exactly you are doing. So the first step to save me and you a lot of time is send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now, and then I know what you want, what you need. If what you need is Ìtẹ̀fá, then you will go to my shrine where I do Ìtẹ̀fá. If what you need has to do with Òrìṣà Ọ̀ṣun, then we will meet at the shrine at the Ocean River and do what we have to do, and everybody goes their separate way. Not that you first of all come to my house and then we will gist, and they will now say, what you need though requires Oshogbo. Then we will now go to, no, life is too, 24 hours is too small for us to waste it that. So to make it effective for you and I, send a message to the WhatsApp number. Iyanifa, this is what I need. Then we ask Ifa, this problem this person has brought, what's the solution? Oh, the solution requires going to Ojúbọ or Batala. Then we'll meet at the shrine that is there. And then you fix your problem and everybody goes their separate ways. But I do not entertain random walking in my space. I'm way too busy for that. Can I consider the inner strength through Ifa divination? Oh yes, you can. You can know what your strength and your skills are. Particularly if you have done your Ìtẹ̀fá and your Ìṣẹ̀fá, it will point you in that direction a lot. Ìtẹ̀fá would literally give you everything that you need to know about yourself. Ìṣẹ̀fá will guide you way deep into it. A regular Ifa divination tool will tell you what strength you are working with at this time that is the highest, so you can access it through that. Now let's go to the lessons of this Odù. I think we have pretty much covered everything, but let's run through what is in the book. It says lessons and blessings of this Odù. Some beings like the snail and the tortoise must never be tampered with. You must never cross their path. You must never take advantage of them, because Olódùmarè is constantly and intentionally protecting them. You must treat them with patience and divine order because they are sacred. The second lesson says true honor is not always gained through obvious strength. Sometimes through hidden and surprising means, like the lion's urine. It's not every time that you need to fight to show off yourself. No, you don't have to be loud about it every time. The lion could have scared every other lion out of his territory with his roar, one roar alone. But they decided to use something simple, something quiet, something that doesn't involve, force. So true honor is not always gained through obvious strength. There are times that you have to apply your hidden and surprising strength and skills. Every creature has its own unique gift and way of achieving greatness. Everybody has their own unique gift and their way of achieving greatness, which is one of the downsides of this society. Society is building a norm for everybody, creating this idea that this is the way to go. This is the yardstick, measuring everybody by some imaginary yardstick that we don't even know who set it up. Meanwhile, Ifa treats us as individuals, just like this Odù Ifá says. Every creature has its own unique gift and unique way of achieving greatness. Ifa treats you uniquely as an individual. And look at life. Is that not what life is? We are all created differently. Even identical twins are different. You think it is random or coincidental that we have unique fingerprints and no two people can have it all over the world? As many people are being born, if the world produces 10 million babies this year, they are coming with 10 million unique fingerprints. You think that is random? No. Olódùmarè is intentionally teaching us something, showing us something, the uniqueness of people. Keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing, keep you reposting, and click on the plus sign to follow. Yeah. So you need to find out what your own uniqueness is. Itefa is your best guide into it. That is the Odù Ifá that tells you about your purpose in life. Your purpose. What are you here to do? What are your strengths? What are your taboos? Who are you supposed to get married to? What kind of marriage are you supposed to have? What kind of friends are you supposed to have? Some people will be giving instruction of the number of friends they can even keep. Like when you have a group of friends, some people will be told, don't make threefold friendship. What kind of person are you supposed to get married to? Are you supposed to succeed in that country where you were born, or you're supposed to go somewhere else? What careers will bring in wealth for you? What are the things that you should totally avoid in your life? Itefa tells you all of these things. So that is one important thing you need to do. Find out what defines you as this unique being that you are. Is that okay? And then the last lesson says that this Odù blesses us with respect, hidden power, with dignity, and the ability to rise through life with unexpected strength. How do we apply this Odù Ifá to modern everyday life? Number one, in your career and money, Ifá says, don't look down on unconventional skills and methods. What seems small might be your own key to greatness. Do not look down on anything as small and unconventional. Who decides what is big and small? Who decides what is conventional and unconventional? Somebody just came up with an idea that worked for them, and they are stamping it all over the world as this is the way you have to do it. No. People that are on the same path with them will do it and work with them because they are on the same path with them. If you are not on a similar path with them, you will try the same thing that they have tried religiously and consistently, and you will fail woefully at it because that is not your path, and the instructions for your own path is different. So set in for your Itefa. If you have not done your Itefa, this is a point where I would say send a message to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen and do your Itefa. If you are far away and you cannot do Itefa, at least do Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. I think it was Saturday, not this last week Saturday, the upper week Saturday, I live stream. Jane, I've been wondering, where have you been? How are you doing, my dear? Not this last Saturday, the upper one, we had a live streaming and I was showing behind the scene during an Ìṣẹ̀ṣe process. For those of you that followed, see the instructions that was coming out for those people. Specific instructions about their life. One of them, Ifá says, Ẹni o abáṣe Odù Ifá yìí fún, the person is going to succeed in the business that their father and their mother is already doing. And when I spoke to the lady, her parents have a thriving business, but she has just wanted to, I want to do my thing. I just want to do my thing. I don't have to do. Meanwhile, that is what Ifá wants her to do. Now she knows she doesn't even have to stress herself going to get a job somewhere. She has to continue to get so much training to continue from where her parents has built. Imagine she did not do Ìṣẹ̀ṣe and she has gone off to find a job and a career somewhere. After 20 years, she realizes nothing to write home about. She now comes, her parents now say, maybe you can come back and take over the family business. You know, now we are old. And then she starts it. Within 2 years, she succeeded. She will now sit down and wish she had started doing that 20 years ago. Those are the things that Itefa and Ìṣẹ̀ṣe will give you. So find out, because it says here that what seems small might be your own key to greatness. Find out what that your own is. What's your own key to greatness? In your relationship, Ifá says respect boundaries and sacred limits. Just as no incision must be placed on the snail and the tortoise, no limits. Some things are no limits. See, boundaries, you already know what it is. Set boundaries. Set boundaries. Olódùmarè set a boundary to protect the tortoise and the snail. Set boundaries to protect yourself. It's okay. It's you. It's your life. It's your asset. It's everything. It's you. Set boundaries in every way that you think is necessary in your relationship. In your personal growth, Ifá says, honor your own uniqueness, your signature gift, even if it is strange to others. It is what will crown you. Find your own uniqueness through the Odù Ifá that birthed you, through an Ifá divination. Now stay with it, grow with it, love it, cherish it, celebrate it. It doesn't matter what the next person feels about it. Find a way to appropriate it into this everyday life that we have, and see how it would work and grow for you. In your spiritual life, Ifá says greatness is not always force. Greatness doesn't always come with force and showing force and just being, rough about everything. No. Ifá says it comes with patience, it comes with sacrifice, it comes with divine alignment with your Ori. It comes with patience, it comes with sacrifice, it comes with divine alignment with your Ori. Divine alignment with your Ori. Now let's go to the Ewure and the prayer. Ifá says, Kiniun the lion who claimed honor with his own urine among other animals. Let my strength manifest in ways that the world did not expect. Àṣẹ is what I would expect you to type there. Let my strength, let my grace, let my asset, let the person that I am, let me shine through this world, manifest through this world in ways that people do not expect. Let the things that I have, the things that I am naturally born with, let them make way for me in ways that people don't expect. Let me start by realizing that everything I need to succeed in life, I was born with it already. Let my Ori and Ifá direct me to how to make the best of it, so that I would manifest and succeed in a way that nobody even expects that it could be. Let the unconventionality of who I am, let it make room for me. Let it open doors for me. Let it attract greatness for me. Let it lead my feet to the path of greatness. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Ifá says here that do not let me abandon patience like the snail and the tortoise. Let me be patient and persevere and consistent in things. We are in a fast-paced world, so trust me, praying for patience and perseverance is what we should all do. Patience to just hold it in, because this world is getting annoying by the day. People literally come on social media, they don't know you, they don't know where you are from, you don't have any issues with them. People just go off, and you are just wondering what's wrong with you. We need a lot of patience to go through this life. This century we are, oh my goodness, we need loads and tons of patience, perseverance, and consistency. There are a lot of distractions here and there. You are learning something, trying to implement it. Somebody else comes to say, that's not the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to put 2, 3, 1. Another time you scroll through social media, you hear it's not supposed to be like that, it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3. Then in the evening, somebody else is coming to say, no, it's not supposed to be like that, it's 1, 1, 2. To stay consistent without being distracted in this generation is something that we need to pray for, like you intentionally need to pray for it. So as the snail, you tell yourself every day, I practice patience, I practice consistency, I refuse to be distracted out of the path of my Ori. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. There's an Ewure in Yoruba that says, Ibi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ, kẹ́sẹ̀ má ṣì wá lọ́nà níbẹ̀. Where our Ori is taking us to, may our legs not take us to another direction. May your leg not be a distraction, following the path of somebody else. May your Ori lead you in the path that is for you. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. It rounds up them here by saying that, let my Ori open the path of praise and glory for me. Àṣẹ. Let all my ebo be accepted, and let my Ori lift me higher. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Mo ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ o, mo ṣe Ogbo àtọ́, àsúre ìwòrìwò fún gbogbo ọmọ ilé Ajíbọ́lá, mo ṣe Ogbo ẹ̀dàn, Ogbo àlàwòrò lótùfẹ̀ fún gbogbo wa. We have come to the end of another Àṣẹ for today, and today's Odù was Ogbe Oyeku. I was reading from the sacred Ifá text as put together by Ifá College. If you have not pre-ordered yours, go to the website ifacollege.ng, click on the menu bar, that is the 3 lines on the top right corner, and you will see the sacred Ifá text. Pre-order for it. It comes in different formats, for soft copy, hard copy, and audio copy. Those that joined in late, you can get the replay, catch the replay on the YouTube channel. Iyanifa Ewa TV is the YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. So just go to YouTube and type in the search bar Iyanifa Ewa TV, and you will find, subscribe, turn on notification, and watch the previous episodes. If you are catching a live a replay of this live streaming, all the information you need will be in the description box of the video. Until tomorrow, when I come your way again for another episode of Àṣẹ for today, which will be episode 19. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ifá gbè wá, ÌṢẸШE gbè wá, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n gbè wá. If you have any questions, please let me know before we make the ìwúre and round up. If you have any questions, let me know. In the absence of questions, akọ́dá ayé àṣèbà, àṣèbà ṣẹ̀dá, àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́, àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kárí ayé, ọba lè wí lè ṣe, ọba lè ṣe lè wí, àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹun. Òrànmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì, àṣèbà ọba tó lọ kọrin kése, àṣèbà. Ọba lánàá, ọba lẹ́yìn, ọba títí ayérayé, àṣèbà. Kábíyèsí, kábíyèsí, ọba tí ń fọba jẹ, àṣèbà. Ọba tá a lè bí lẹ́jọ́, wọn ní kábíyín ò sí o. Elédùmarè ọba, àṣèbà, àṣèbà, ọba ṣẹ̀dá, ọba mẹ̀dá, ọba wẹ̀dá, àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Ajagunmalè, olúwo òde ọ̀run, àṣèbà. Olúbíkin ọ̀sán yìí bíkin, àṣèbà. Mo ṣèbà bàbá àtìyá tó ṣọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà mí wá sáyé, mo ní kíbà wọn ṣẹ ọ. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣèré mọ̀nìyà, ẹ̀yin ògbẹ́ fún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, ẹ̀yin arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀, arógbaṣọ má bòtàn, mo ṣèbà o, mo ní kíbà mi ṣẹ. Ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin àtẹ̀dọ̀jòrò òró, ẹ̀yin ìyá àbíyè, abiyamọ ayé, abiyamọ ọ̀run, mo ṣèbà, mo ní kíbà mi ṣẹ. Mo ṣèbà ọ̀sá méjì, mo ṣèbà ọ̀sá ẹlẹ́yẹ, mo ṣèbà àwọn ìyá òṣèré mọ̀nìyà, mo ní kíbà mi ṣẹ ọ. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé, níbi tá a ti ń pè ní àṣèbà, àṣèbà, àṣèbà. Ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀, ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Gbogbo òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́yìn, àṣèbà. Èmi náà fẹ́ Ṣàngó, aṣekábíyèsí Ṣàngó, arábá bí ọkọ ya, lógun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, orò lábísòkun, àṣèbà, àṣèbà. Alágbádá inú aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ọrùn, Ṣàngó là ń ké sí yẹn, àṣèbà, àṣèbà. Akata yẹ́rìyẹ́rì, iná lójú, iná nímú, iná lẹ́nu bàbá mi. Wọ́n ní èéfín là ń gbá láyè, iná ń bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mi lọ́run, kábíyín ò sí o, ọba kò so, àṣèbà, aṣekábíyèsí Ṣàngó. Èmi lọ̀sẹ̀ iye mọ ajá, iye gbogbo ọmọ ẹja, ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi, afínjú obìnrin olúodò, afínjú obìnrin tí ń gbàdọ̀bálẹ̀ ọkùnrin, táwọn ẹgbẹẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ẹgbẹẹgbẹ̀rún ọkùnrin tí wọ́n ń forí balẹ̀ fún. Wọ́n ní ọkùnrin tó bá fojú di ìyá mi àtòkù àtẹkùn ẹ̀ ló máa lọ sí i. A ṣe ìbà, ìbà, ìbà fún Yemọja. A ṣèbà fún gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tó kù tá à ń ṣọ̀fẹ̀ fún, àníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà á o. Ajíbọ́lá ògbódò ọ̀rà, Ajíbọ́lá ẹ̀dán, àbẹ̀yìn ìyá mi onílé, mo ṣèbà. Mo ṣèbà onílé, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn ọmọ onílé, gbogbo àwọn olúwo mi àsápè ọ̀là, kábíyèsí, mo ṣèbà ọ, mo ní kíbà mi ṣẹ. Ẹ̀yin ìyá àbíyè, lèkèlèkè gbàràdà, gàràdà mọ́dà àbíyè, àṣèbà, àṣèbà. Ẹ̀yin ẹlẹ́yẹ, àṣèbà. Ẹ̀yin ìyá, ẹ̀yin bẹ́ẹ̀ ń pọ̀n wá sẹ́yìn, àṣèbà. Gbogbo àwọn ọ̀bíyá àbíyè ni mo ṣèbà fún, gbogbo balógun, gbogbo lísà, látòkè lókè láì dápá kan sí, àṣèbà, àṣèbà, àṣèbà. Lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè níjòyè lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé yìí, ẹ̀yin aláṣẹ èkejì òrìṣà, àṣekábíyèsí kádé ó pẹ́ lórí, kírùkẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ́ lọ́wọ́, kí bàtà ó pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀, káṣẹ pẹ́ lẹ́nu, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àṣèbà ọ. Àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá sáyé ìyá àti bàbá wọn tí wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú wa, àtàwọn tó ti rebi àgbáre, àṣèbà. Mo ṣèbà gbogbo orí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọ síbí, mo ṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá, mo ṣèbà gbogbo orúnmọlẹ̀ tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire mú, àṣèbà. àṣèbà 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 aníkíbà wá ṣe ọ lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé ibi tá a ti ń pe ifá àṣe èèpà ifá èèpà ìkìn ifá orí mi rèé o àṣe èèpà òòṣà òòṣà èèpà ẹgbẹ́ ayé ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run bọ̀rọ̀ kìíní ayé bọ̀rọ̀ kìíní ọ̀run àṣe múṣòmúṣò ẹgbẹ́ wa ṣe àkíyíká ẹgbẹ́ kẹgbẹ́ túbọ̀ máa dúró tì wá kó máa gbè wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. A tún ti wá bọ́ sínú ọjọ́ mi ìléyìí wọ́n ní ojúmọ́ tó mọ́ ire ló máa mú wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọlá ló máa mú wá ọlà ló máa mú wá ojúmọ́ tó mọ́ èmi àti nílé yìí ó ti mọ́ wa sí ayọ̀ sí ìdùnnú sí àlàáfíà sí ìṣẹ́gun sí ìgbéga láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo ire àti oore tó wà nínú ojúmọ́ yìí òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa lódindi lódindi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè nínú ọjọ́ èní àní fetí gbọ́ bànújẹ́ àní fojú rí bànújẹ́ àní sọ nǹkan kan nù láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní ọmọ kéré ó tóbi gẹ̀gẹ̀gẹ̀ báyìí lọ́mọ aráyé ń gbé ojúmọ́ tó mọ́ yìí gẹ̀gẹ̀gẹ̀ lọ́mọ aráyé máa gbé mi àti ní lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbikíbi tá a bá wà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ojúmọ́ tó ti mọ́ yìí ọ̀yẹ́ ti là ó ti wá là wá sére ó ti là wá sọ́lá ó ti là wá sáyọ̀ ó ti là wá sí ayọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè níbi gbogbo bí tá a bá wà ire báyìí lójú owó ń rí ire lójú èmi àti ní á máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àlójúmọ́ tó mọ́lé nìyí wọ́n ní ojúmọ́ òkè mọ́ kí balùwẹ̀ ó má gbòòrè ojúmọ́ tó mọ́lé ní èmi àti ní á gbòòrè oore ńláńlá oore kàbìtì kàbìtì oore tó ń dẹ́rù bá olóore láṣẹ Èdùmàrè Èdùmàrè máa gbé fún wa lódindi lódindi láì dápá kan sí oore tó máa jẹ́ àpínlé tó máa jẹ́ tọkọ tó máa jẹ́ tọmọ tó máa jẹ́ ti ìyá tó máa jẹ́ ti bàbá tọkọtaya gbogbo wa la máa gba oore káríkárí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwa ní gborí àbọ̀ torí wọ́n ní lódindi báyìí látàrí ń di tiẹ̀ èmi àti yín ò ní gborí àbọ̀ àní bá wọn dúpẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àní bá wọn dúpẹ́ tipátipá bóyá ẹ̀yin ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ páwọn oore kan àbọ̀ ni ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ páwọn kan tó ń dúpẹ́ lẹ́yìn wọ́n fi tipátipá dúpẹ́ ni pé kó ṣáà má láì dúpẹ́ Elédùmarè ò ní ṣe tèmi àti níbẹ̀ ìdúpẹ́ ayọ̀ ìdùnnú àlàáfíà àti ìlera pípé òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ojúmọ́ tó mọ́lé ní ìṣẹ́gun ló máa jẹ́ fún wa ògúnlákayé ọ̀ṣì ìmọ̀lẹ̀ á bá wa ṣẹ́gun nílé á ṣẹ́gun lókè fún wa á ṣẹ́gun lẹ́yìn odi á ṣẹ́gun láàárín gbogbo àwọn ọ̀tá tí wọ́n dojúkọ wá níbi gbogbo tó wà àwa àwọn ọ̀tá àmọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ti yàn wá lọ́tàá ògúnlákayé ọ̀ṣì ìmọ̀lẹ̀ á fẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn wẹ̀ ẹ fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn báyìí ẹ máa fi ṣe àtẹ̀gùn débi gíga láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ògún tó lànà falára tó lànà fàjèrè á lànà fún wa lójúmọ́ tó mọ́ yìí á lànà débi ire fún wa á lànà débi ọlá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní ọ̀nà dímọ́ lọ́kàn ọ̀nà kì í dímọ́ ládàá ojúmọ́ tó mọ́ yìí ọ̀nà ò ní dímọ́ wa ọ̀nà rírí jẹ ni o ọ̀nà rírí mu ni o kò ní dímọ́ ìyìn àti ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ire gbogbo ló máa jẹ́ tiwa o ire gbogbo ló máa jẹ́ tiwa o ire gbogbo ló máa jẹ́ tiwa o wọ́n ní ojú adìyẹ kì í sé lára àgbàdo ojú adìyẹ kì í sé lára àgbàdo nítorí pé ojú adìyẹ kì í sé lára àgbàdo ojú àwọn olóore yín kò ní sé lára yín àwọn èèyàn jankan-jankan lẹ́ẹ̀kan lórúkọ wọn ò ní lè mójú kúrò lára yín wọ́n á gbére wá fún yín wọ́n á gbọ́lá wá fún yín wọ́n á gbé ọlà wá fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè tó bá wá rẹ́nikẹ́ni tá a rí tó ti rọra ẹ̀pin pé kí ló tún kù láṣẹ Èdùmàrè orí àtẹlẹ́dàá á darí yín síbi tó kù sí torí èmi mọ̀ kó sì kù wọ́n ní tí ẹ̀mí bá ń bẹ ìrètí sì ń bẹ tẹ̀mí bá wà ìrètí sì ń bẹ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè níbi tó kù sí fún yín yẹn gangan tí oore yẹn wà Ifá darí yín débi oore á darí yín débi ọlá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè lójú ẹ̀mí yín nílé ayé yìí ẹ̀yin náà máa gbélé ayé ṣe rere tabara àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ti rò pé kí ló tún kù nílé ayé táwọn máa lò ire wo ló ti wá kù níbẹ̀ táwọn fẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè bójọ́jọ́ kan ló kù ni o bójọ́dún kan ló kù ni o bójọ́dún mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún ló kù ni bójọ́dún mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n ló kù ni inú ire àti ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú àti ajé ní ìlọ́po òun la fi máa lò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ti fàárọ̀ ọjọ́ ṣe wàhálà tẹ́ ẹ fọ̀sán ṣe tẹ́ ẹ rí nǹkan kan láti fi hàn pé nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ti ń ṣe látìgbà tẹ́ ẹ ti kéré yìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ajé máa gbé oore ńlá wá fún yín tí gbogbo ọmọ aráyé tó wà ní àyíká yín máa ní ajé ló ṣe lè ajé kú iṣẹ́ ajé kú ilé wọ́n máa kí ajé kú iṣẹ́ nínú ilé yín wọ́n á fi kú ilé nínú ilé yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ní gbogbo ibi tá a bá kọjú sí ire lójú owó rí ire lójú wa máa rí àwa ní bọ́mọ aráyé fọwọ́ tì í o ẹ̀yin tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ olórí tẹ́ ẹ wá lọ ń gbọ́mọ aráyé fọwọ́ tì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè orí àtẹlẹ́dàá yẹn á gbé yín débi gíga tó yẹ kẹ́ wà yẹn. Wọ́n ní adífá fún orí, wọ́n ní adífá fún ọrùn, adífá fún ìbàdí, wọ́n ní kán rúbọ. Wọ́n ní orí nìkan ló ń bẹ lẹ́yìn tí ń ṣàwò, òun ló wá ń pé orí ní ń ró ni ọba kan ò lè dániró, torí ò bá ró ni ọba kan ò lè dániró láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ire ajé, ire owó, ire ọlá tí orí yín ní láti gbé yín débi gíga láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kí Ifá máa darí yín síbẹ̀. Wọ́n ní Ifá ni afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, Ifá fi ọ̀nà mọ̀ yín débi tí oore yín wà, débi tí ọlá yín wà, débi tí ọlá yín wà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àti ẹ̀wá lè máa ráwọn kan tó ní àínú igbó ayé làwọn wà yìí, kò sẹ́nì kankan tó ń rí àwọn. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń wò pé òun wà nígbó ayé nítorí pé kò sẹ́ni tó ń rí wọn, wọ́n nínú igbó lobì wà, ọmọ aráyé ńlànà kan ni. Inú igbó yẹn náà lórógbó wà, àwa ọmọ èèyàn náà là ń lànà kan. Ibikíbi tẹ́ ẹ bá rò pálé ti fi yín sí, inú igbó ni, inú àhámọ́ ni, tí gbogbo ẹ̀ wá dàbí nǹkan ó dí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọmọ aráyé máa lànà oore kàn yín, wọ́n á lànà owó kàn yín, wọ́n á lànà ọlá kàn yín, wọ́n á lànà ọlà kàn yín. Kò wá ń ṣèèyàn lásán, àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn, àwọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan àwọn lórúkọ wá ń lànà oore kàn yín, wọ́n á lànà ọlá kàn yín, wọ́n á lànà ọlà kàn yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀ ní ṣe lásán, gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa kò ní já sásán, gbogbo bá a ṣe ń sáré sókè sódò kò ní já sásán. Ire tó wà ń bẹ̀, èrè tó wà ń bẹ̀, òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa ní ìlọ́po láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a ti wá fiṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún, a ní lára àwa kan tó ẹ pé sùúrù jìnnà sí wa. Ọmọ aráyé dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé sùúrù jìnnà sí yín, wọ́n wá ń tì yín débi tẹ́ ẹ ti fọwọ́ yín da nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ kó jọ nù. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́mi àti yín. Ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá rẹ́nikẹ́ni tó ti fàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kó ire jọ, tó ti wá fọ̀sán dànù, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, àwọn aláṣekù àbá yín gbàjọ, ẹ̀ wá tún tò, ẹ̀ wá tún ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹni tó ti fi ìgbà ẹ̀mọ̀ tó ti fi gbọ́n rẹ̀ dànù, ẹ ti wá mọ̀ báyìí, Ifá ti di ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ fún yín, ẹ̀ wá máa kó gbogbo ẹ̀jọ́ padà lódindi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ìkólọ yín tó ti lọ, tọ́mọ aráyé ti gbà lọ ní o, àbẹ́yìn lẹ́gbọ̀n dànù ní o, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè orí àtẹlẹ́dàá yín á bá yín kó padà wá lódindi láì já ìkankan kúrò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ire owó, ire ọlá báyìí òun lójú owó rí, òun náà la máa rí o. Wọ́n níjọ́ tó rí bá fojú kan ọ̀run, ìjọ́ yẹn ló ń yọ́ kí gbogbo ọmọ aráyé máa yọ́nú sí yín. Ìṣọkùnrin ni, ìṣobìnrin ni, dúdú ni, funfun ni, ọmọdé ni, àgbà ni, lẹ́bọ lóògùn ni, amọ́niṣe ni, afàìmọ́niṣe ni, oṣóolé ni, àjẹ́lé ni, aṣeni tán bá ní dárò ni, níbi gbogbo tó bá wà kó máa yọ́nú sí yín. Ẹ̀yọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, ẹ̀yọ́nú Olódùmarè, ẹ̀yọ́nú ènìyàn, ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn ìyá mi, òun ni kó jẹ́ tiwa ọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ká má taṣọ àgbà mọ́lẹ̀ o, ká má bí àwọn àgbàlagbà nínú, ká má ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ o. Ẹni tá a máa ṣẹ̀ tí ò ní dáríjì wá, kórí àtẹlẹ́dàá má jẹ́ ká kàn wọ́n rárá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ire báyìí òun ni kó máa gbé tọ̀ wá wá, lódindi ni kó máa gbé wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní Ifá ló lè ní, Ifá ló lọ́la, Ọ̀rúnmìlà ló ní ọjọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àtẹ̀ní àtọ̀la ire ló máa jẹ́ fún wa. Àwa ti fi ọ̀nà àjòjì sílẹ̀, a ti padà wọnú Ifá gbé wa. Ó ti gbé àwọn ará wájú, Ifá gbé wa. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ti gbé àwọn tó ṣíwájú wa, Ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbé wa. Kò ní wá dorí èmi àti yín kó bàjẹ́. Kí ló dé tí mo ti ẹ̀ bá wọn ṣe Ifá, kí ló dé tí mo bá wọn ṣáwó? Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ kó jáde lẹ́nu èmi àti yín. Kí ló dé tí mi ò tí ì ṣáwó tipẹ́, tí mi ò tí ì ṣe Ifá tipẹ́? Òun lohun tó máa jáde lẹ́nu wa, tó ráwa náà wá máa padà, a máa ṣẹnu rere ní awo. Àwọn ayin Ifá yin Elédùmarè nítorí èmi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣubú dànù o, àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì í. Gbogbo alábíamọ tó ń ṣe làálàá kòókùn jọ̀ǹjọ̀ nítorí ọmọ, aráyé ò ní fi ọmọ yẹn, wọn ò ní fi dà yín láàmú. Ìjọ́ táwọn ọmọ yín wá ń ṣe nǹkan rere, wọn ò ní fi yín ṣàwátì, wọn ò ní fáwọn ọmọ yẹn náà ṣàwátì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Pé ọmọ wá gba nǹkan kan o, ọmọ ríre gbà o, ọmọ yẹn ò wá síbẹ̀, ìyá ló lọ gbà nítorí ẹ̀, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọn ò ní fi yẹn lọ̀ wá, kò ní súnmọ́ sàkání wa. Ẹrù tálábíamọ ìtú, wọn ò ní gbé wá ká wa mọ́lé. Ire báyìí lójú owó rí, ire lójú èmi àti yín á máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwíṣẹ ní ti Ifá, àfọ̀ṣẹ ní tọ̀rúnmìlà. Èyí tá a tún ti wí lénìí, àṣẹ ti gùn, arọ̀ ti rọ̀ mọ́. Ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ nítorí pé kí ni wọ́n ní téyín iwájú bá gé ẹran pèrègì ìgbà ni. Wọ́n ní àbátálẹ́gẹmọ́ bá dá òun lòrìṣà òkè nígbà. Èyí tèmi àti yín ti dá lábàá lénìí, òrìṣà òkè ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí. Ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Wọ́n ní ká kórínú pé ó ṣe é. Wọ́n ní ká kọ́ lọ́bẹ̀ pé ó ṣe é. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa tẹ́ bá wa jẹ́ náà, wọ́n ní ká kí n pé ẹ kú àìbínú tẹ́ bá wa fi tìfẹ́tìfẹ́ jẹ́. Thank you so much. That is my own way of saying thank you for waking up early, for staying tuned, for liking, sharing, reposting, following, subscribing, for joining the fans club, for doing every wonderful thing that you can do to keep this live streaming moving. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to Ifa. It means a lot to ÌШẸШE. Until tomorrow when I will join your way again, please share this page with your friends. A lot of more people want to know the truth about Ifa in a way that they can apply it to their everyday life. Let's share it, Mary. Ifa will continue to work for us. Ifa will continue to favor us. If you missed the live streaming, just head over to Iyanifa Ewa TV to watch the replay. If you have any questions, you need a divination, you need to do your Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, your Itefa, you want to buy spiritual products, you have certain health challenges that you feel that the hospital around you cannot take care of. Ifa can take care of it. Spiritual helps can take care of them. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is now showing on your screen. A lot of you watch me when I make my Iwure and it sounds like, hey God, when will I be able to make Iwure like Iyanifa like this? Iyanifa learned it. I was not born into Ifa. You know, and you can also learn it. And how can you learn it? Go to the link in the bio. Go to the bio of this TikTok channel. You see subscription. Click on it, subscribe. There are videos there that will teach you how to make Iwure. What is the genesis and the foundation of our Iwure? How to make Iwure? Is that okay? Someone said tomorrow, explain the difference between Itefa and Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. Itefa can be done in person. Itefa has to be done in person. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe can be done in absentia. Is that okay? That's the major difference between the two. Itefa gives you the Odù Ifá that breathes you. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe gives you an Odù that you can work with before you get the one that breathes you. Simply put, Eshe púpọ̀. So I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget, like I said, if you are watching a replay, go to the profile of this YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV, and click on join. Once you click on join, you will see Pray the Right Way in Ifa. If you're on TikTok, if you click on subscription, you will see Pray the Right Way in Ifa, and you will also start learning how to make your Iwure. Even if you don't understand Yoruba, it is interpreted in English. Once you get a hang of what you are doing, you are able to continue to do it constantly. When we pray in Ifa and ìṣẹ̀ṣe, we don't beg, we don't ask, we don't do spiritual gymnastics. Oh God, I beg. If you do it, I do this. God, please. God, please. Can't you just please? No, we don't do that. Everything we need in life has already been given to us. That is why we say, my blessing is here now. Iwure means that we are digging it up. We are digging up the blessings. We are digging it up. It is here with us. We are digging it up. Do you also explain about other Odus? Ashe for today focuses on the Odù Ifá. This is season 2. Season 1 had 26 episodes. Season 2, today is episode 18 of season 2. Episode, is it 18 or 19 of season 2? Every episode we have had has talked on different Odù Ifás per time. So if you missed it, go to Iyanifa Ewa. Trust me, the Odù Ifá you are looking for, we've probably have treated it. And we are going to continue like that on and on. We cannot exhaust the Odù Ifás. We cannot. If we pick one essay per day, we have 256. That's what, 5 years already. Every day. That's 5 years already. Now imagine the number of essays that we have. So we will continue picking them one by one as Ifa is directing us, and we will be able to use it. Eshe goni o, adupe o, ire loju owo nri, ire la mama ri o. The WhatsApp number is on YouTube. Just copy it. Janet Africana posted it. 2348084172309. Just copy it like that. Please, can you post it on TikTok too one more time so that it can run for 1 minute and people can copy it if they need to. Don't forget to follow. It's very important so that the next time we go on the live streaming, you will be informed. Tomorrow is another day, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. for those of you in UK and Ghana, and it will be 12 midnight now on EST. The time has changed, and that will be 9 p.m. for those of you on the Pacific time. So I think for those in EST and Pacific time, I think it's better, at least it's a 1 hour earlier, so you can quickly listen before you go to bed. Eshe Pupo, thank you so much. Mr. Mike, it means a lot to me because I know this is midnight your time and it's past 2 a.m. and you have been awake, you have been posting, you have been doing everything. I'm super grateful, especially for those of you on EST. I'm super grateful. It's a lot having you guys stay up at this time of the day. Eshe Pupo. Jane, please, can you post the WhatsApp number